can smell the wood glue on that thing. I was thinking, do a video on. What the fuck are you doing? Do a video on the type of music I make. You know, it's got that 90s slacker vibe to it. Of course, it's pretentious as hell. And, you know, since, was it Radio? No, REM. That REM band. They're called College Rock. I thought it'd be funny if I named my genre Dropout Rock. As you know, I dropped out of college. And I came up for a couple main categories. Well, not categories, but qualifications. One, it must be pretentious. Like, this band Bats. There's a band Bats. An Irish band. And if you look them up, you're not going to find them. Yeah. You're not going to find them because they're so small. Their most viewed video on YouTube is 1,100 views. 1,500 views. A song about Thomas Midgley Jr., the inventor of chlorofluorocarbons, and how he fucked everything up. The next qualifier be sweaty. Feel the sweat oozing off every single molecule of every melody and note. That means it's very complex. Using multiple different techniques. And either dense lyricism, combination of many different sounds, that could be, of course, my favorite dropout rock band, the Butthole Surfers. With Gibby Haynes and his Gibbytronics, where he makes his voice, where he has this giant box thing that he carries on stage, and it makes his voice really fucked up. And of course, again, the Harvey Dangers. Sean Nelson, the singer from that band, after they disbanded because they couldn't make any money from it, he went on to join a jazz ensemble. So that's the Seattle screamo grunge to jazz pipeline. Right there. You see? That pipe. No, that's not a pipe. That's another pipe. I can show you. Zip. No. Further down the line. Anyway. The fifth qualifier it's got to be drugs, las drogas, the kitsch. No, that's not what kitsch means. But anyway, it's for slackers. It's for deadweights, deadbeats. Are the beatniks. Oh, yes. So dropout music. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now I will go through a couple of my favorite dropout rock bands and tell you why they qualify. And Then if I can think of any, I'm going to go through a couple of bands that I think do not fit the ticket. Do not fit the bill. Bitch. I'm fucking Phil. What? That's rich. Whatever. So anyway. I'm the quintessential, unconventional, overly intentional. Oh, look, there's a little tree house there with a zip line. Wonder if I could get to it. I don't know. See, another word I was thinking for it would be Dariacore, but somebody already made Dariacore, Gene Remover, and I don't like it. I think it stinks. It stinks, I tell you. So now I can't use it, and I'm mad. This is actually a very good title. Which brings me to the best. The Dropout rock band, Splendora. Ooh. They actually did the Daria theme music. You're standing on my neck. That type of thing. And they have one album, and their lead singer, Janet Weigel, not Wiggle. I guess you could pronounce it Wiggle. I guess you would have to ask her. But if you look up the Wiggles, you're just gonna find that. Just gonna find the Wiggles, the kids show. But Janet Weigel and her sisters made several recordings from the mid-'80s. And it's like a very surf rock, British punk rock bullshit kind of thing. And I think it is very nice. And they got lots of 90s stuff in their 90s album. In the Grass. Splendora in the Grass. It's back out of the gas. But they are very like timid 60s psychedelic with a healthy dose of 90s cynicism. Bring it down low. The deep purple murmur. They got songs about acting nice, but feeling really shitty about yourself. It's about driving a lot. Oh yeah, driving a lot. Going on to many different cities. Bonus points if a member of the band has hitchhiked or hopped a train before. A real beatnik style. I don't know if any of them actually have though. But Splendora, gotta check them out. At the residential clinic I went to in January, I showed someone else Harvey Danger, and she wondered why I like it. It was like hard rock stuff, and I'm supposedly a jazz head. I said, it's hard rock with heavily masking autistic lyrics. She said, yep, okay. It's the contempt, frustration, a thinly veiled, seething, recidivistic rage that perforates every song of theirs. It's very, what's the word? Constipated, I would say Harvey Danger is. Hello, dog. Hello, dog. Are you barking at me? I hope he doesn't hop the fence and eat my ass. Oh well, whatever. Smell you later. Oh my god. So anyway, Harvey Danger. Like every album of theirs, I feel is a hit, but obviously I am very heavily biased towards Harvey Danger. The guys from Harvey Danger actually went to the college that my photography teacher went to and wrote the college paper. He submitted a comic to them, several, but every one they rejected. Sean Nelson, Sweet Love. After leaving college and leaving the band, he wrote extensively for the Seattle newspaper, The Stranger. He's like so many writing PhDs or whatever. And half their songs are about them struggling to make any fucking money from their shitty ass hipster music. The bassist Aaron Huffman died. They all had to like crowd in a one little sheet dorm. And no money, no riches. Get no paper, get no bitches. Harvey Danger. There's a gold tree fort there too. Alright, I'm kind of walking a little close to these people's yards, so I might not talk too loudly. This dog's trying to jump the fence. Alright. Soul coughing. Brain hacking, mind jacking, with Jimmy Hoffman. Soul coughing is the newest addition to my roster. From Gloucestershire to Gloucester. I think they're from Oregon, das. But they're like 90s stoner rock with like jazz bass, hip hop drums, like punk guitar or whatever. They're very eerie. Album El Oso. There's like one long song. The song is El Oso. Let it bleed through you and curl into your windpipes like candlelight vapors. Evokes the feeling of road tripping through Oregon wildfires. There is an engine inside of me, and I am burning. That's why I've got my mind in my own. That's why I've got my mind in my own. Why it was, yeah. It's very, very stimmy, very autistic, and lyrically, there is goings on of the heavily beatnickery variety. It's very much hipster shit. It's very good. I love it. Y'all hate it. Alright, everyone, welcome to the stage. The Butthole Surface. Check. Oh, baby. I love the Butthole Surfers. We're at a high school. They all went to a fancy college in like Dallas or Houston or Austin. I don't know where the fuck they're from. They're from Texas, right? From the very tight-knit, like 80s, big Texas music scene. About that. It's really shitty experimental psychedelic rock band, and then some kid named Bert Cocaine or whatever said he liked them, so they got popular then. And Mr. Gibbert played with lots of more popular people. But I like them because when he was in high school, he was the top of the class, all stats. Like, leader of the football team or whatever, too. Went to college, got straight the fuck out of there, just careened across America in a big old bus for the next 20 years. Getting high off their fucking ass. And screaming their lungs out and blasting shotguns over the audience. I think that is pretty cool beans. Butthole Surfers. Gotta be a brilliant addition to the Dropout Rock roster. S tier. I'm gonna go over the shitty normie bands and say whether or not they are Dropout Rock. Alright, real quick. I don't care about the qualifiers, because I don't know much about them. I don't really give a shit. But Nirvana? Yes. The Kurt guy. Mr. Kirk? No. Kurt Vonnegut? No. What's his name? Whiny. He read Burroughs in high school. I think that's cool. Nirvana is pretty reasonably solid Dropout rock. Next, I'm gonna go Weezer. Fuck Weezer. I hate them. It's about the principle. No more question about Weezer. Weezer sucks. Primus sucks. Primus is good. Primus has gotta be high. Pretty cool. Pretty excellent. I'm gonna say Primus good. Oh, fuck Weezer. So that's all I have to say about that. Is Iron Maiden Dropout rock? I don't know anything about them except that kind of red guy in the Bone Temple, the Bone Zone. He likes Iron Maiden, so I guess I gotta give them credit for that. But I don't really listen to them, so I don't know enough about them. Who else? Who's Dropout rock? This Ice Cube Dropout rock. Ice Cube went to a ritzy ass college. I know about him. I don't really listen to him. I know that he's cousins with Adele. Adele the Funky Homo Sapien. Adele is immaculate. Superb. Dropout rock. That is most excellent. There's Adele, and there's Bus Driver. Bus Driver. I'm the first black astronaut to walk the bare moon on my air balloon. Excellent Dropout rock. Superb. Benevolent. But Ice Cube, I think he wore a MAGA hat once or something. Fuck that. I know he doesn't like support MAGA, but whatever. He's a total poser. But like, all the famous hip hop dudes are posers. That's what the Ballad of Gangstalicious taught me. But Gangstalicious, that's no. Gangstalicious is no, absolutely not. Disqualified. Very much not a Dropout rock. And then, of course, how could we not mention a Sour Gummy and 3 for 1? I believe Sour Gummy is got to be the pinnacle of Dropout rock. I shouldn't have to tell you about them because they're fucking Sour Gummy, dude. I don't know anyone who doesn't know about Sour Gummy. A 3 for 1, like I I do not like any of their music, dude. Like, I could not give two shits. I don't care, whatever. Somebody else rank them. But Gummy has got to be the top of the Dropout rock pot. Another mention. I don't know if you heard of it, but Jean-Michel Basquiat was in a band. Yeah, I listen to them. They're kind of shit, but they've probably got to be some of the most pretentious chicken shit on the proverbial mimetic market. So, Gray, the Basquiat band. They've got to be they're the most Dropout rock ever. I don't think anything can compare to that. Nothing conceivable. I just think there's no possible way anything could be more pretentious than that. Okay, I keep thinking of new Dropout rock bands for you. Oh God, I don't know what it was called, but I heard about it through a Dan Olsen video. What's more Dropout rock than Dan Olsen? Oh my God. But I know they have this album, Lights of Endangered Species, and they're kind of shit, honestly. I don't like them nearly as much as I do Harvey Danger, but I don't know. I really don't like that fucking sappy fappy stuff or whatever. So I'm really not interested. They gotta go with H here though. And then again, another Dan Olsen classic. That one's gotta be Spirit Spine. A Spirit Spine. They do the Dan Olsen music. Raptures, dude. It's like psychedelic pop. It's acid 80s pop stuff. You're supposed to get high to it. And they sing about getting high and about their shitty lives, how depressed they are. Like kind of, hooray! Kind of sappy music, All right. Oh, one more. Einmal, bitte. Ich möchte. There's got to be mindless self-indulgence. I know they named it that, so that if you want to know all the shitty things they said and did. Gotta look up what's wrong with mindless self-indulgence, and then you know. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. They're not Dropout rock. Disqualified. Oh my God. All right. Have a final edition. I could not go without mentioning it, but it was Space Station Lounge, which is, if you don't know, because you're a fucking punk, it's Kate Wirtz's dad's band. I don't even know his name, but he's Kate Wirtz's dad. It's sad dad rock. It's not even college dropout rock. It's community college rock. That's what it is. Somebody of mine, I showed it to him, and he said it sounded like Pink Floyd on sedatives. Those weren't his exact words, but that's really what it is. I've got to put it in S tier. It's perfect. It's beautiful.